मोकलियो.
Just like you unmuted your mic, unmute your video.
Okay, I will try.
I'm not able to.
When you press the join, there are two options, mic, then cam.
Yes, sir.
Near to mic, it's a cam button. At present, it's a cross. No?
Sir, I'm trying, but how to simultaneously share screen and webcam?
No. At the start, you start the cam, then go to screen sharing. So as a presenter, you have all rights to share the screen. Just now we saw your screen.
Sir, I'm visible.
Yeah, you are visible. Now share the screen.
Okay. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, screen is visible.
And the
Now you
PPT?
yeah, PPT is visible, but again your cam is off now.
So yeah, that's the problem I was trying.
Okay, just go on with your presentation.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kasha Desai, and I would like to give a presentation on Li-Fi. That is light fidelity. Now, what is Li-Fi? I guess this is a new concept, and most of you don't know what is Li-Fi. I would start with that. Wi-Fi is a wireless communication technology which utilizes light for the transmission of data. Now, not recently, nowadays we use Wi-Fi for transmission of data. We have to connect, and that uses radio signals to transmit. But in Wi-Fi, the system uses light to transmit the data. It is given in second point. It uses the visible light, a part of electromagnetic spectrum that is still not greatly utilized instead of RF. RF is radio frequency signals. Professor Harald Huss, the original founder of Li-Fi technology, explains that if the LED is on, you can transmit the digital one, and if it's off, you transmit the zero. The LED can be switched on and off very quickly, which gives the opportunity for transmission of data. And the LED intensity is modulated so rapidly the human eye cannot notice. So the output appears constant. That is, the LED brightness appears constant, which provides a huge opportunity. Also, there are various concepts now emerging in the Li-Fi technology, which provides parallel data transmission by using arrays of LEDs. So this is what Li-Fi means. This is a figure which explains what actual Li-Fi is. Here, the LEDs or the LED lamps are encoded with the data, and photo detectors are used to decode the data again into the original signal. Now, why Li-Fi? What is the need to use Li-Fi when we have the option of Wi-Fi? The current wireless networks that connect us to the internet are very slow when multiple devices are connected to it. As the number of devices that access the internet increases, the fixed bandwidth available makes it more and more difficult to enjoy high-speed data rates and connect to secure networks. Wi-Fi in future may not be able to provide us all the facilities due to the limited radio frequency data spectrum. Thus, Li-Fi based on light illumination from LED and use of visible light as a signal carrier instead of traditional RF carrier in Wi-Fi has come as a solution. I would like to explain this further. As we know, when more and more devices are connected to internet, the data becomes low. As the number of devices that access internet increases, there could be a bandwidth problem. Nowadays, everyone is interested in using mobile phone, laptop to communicate with each other through wireless fidelity. And this technology, Wi-Fi, is widely used in public areas like homes, cafes, etc. Also, the time usage of wireless systems is increasing exponentially every year, but the capacity is going down due to the limitation of radio frequency resources. In order to overcome this problem, the Li-Fi technology has come into picture. Okay, now a working principle, how Li-Fi works. Previously, I've showed a picture where the data is encoded into the LED lamp and the photo detector is used to decode the signal. Working principle is it simply works on the principle where data is encoded to LED which transmits data in digital form. That is 1 when the LED is on and 0 when the LED is off. On the receiver side, we can use the photo detector to decode this received data into the original signal. It is a basic principle, which is, I guess, very simple to use. In my previous studies, I've worked on this Li-Fi technology where I have created a small Li-Fi system to show how it works. This was the circuit diagram of that system. I know most of you don't know how it works and how to encode the data into LED and how the detector will convert back that data into signal. So I used this concept to explain this. This is the basic circuit diagram of that system where I have used and I was able to successfully run this project. I've used here DB9 converter, Max 232 IC. These four here are together makes up 7414 IC. The photo detector. Here it shows L14G1, but the photo detector I used is L14F2. And here is the LED, which is simple white LED. And now how the system works. This is basically a transceiver circuit, means it has both the receiver and transmitter parts. So we have to practically implement this circuit, we have to make two circuits like this, which would both can transmit data and receive data. So for transmission part, first DB9 connector. The DB9 connector, obviously we are going to send data from the computer or from mobile. So that signal first comes from the computer. That signal first comes from the computer and to the DB9 converter, which is basically used to transmit the signal from computer to the circuit. Then the signal goes to MAX232 IC, which will convert the logic levels from RS232 to TTL logic levels, because obviously we are using computer and then we are connecting the basic electronic circuit. So we have to convert the logic levels of the signal. Then 7414 IC would 7414 IC used as a buffer. It provides noise-free amplified output. And then this signal is given to LED. Through this through this transistor, which hence the signal which is in electric form is converted into 0-1, that is digital form. And that's how the LED is encoded with the data. Now at the receiver side, we are using a photodetector. Photodetector is nothing but a device which converts the light energy into electric energy. The photodetector takes the light as an input and gives that to 7414 IC, where again all the applications of 7414 MAX232 and DB9 converter are same, but in the reverse order. That is 7414 IC will amplify the signal at particular voltage level. MAX232 IC will convert the TTL logic level to RS232 logic level, and DB9 connector will give that signal to the computer or the mobile. This is how the data is encoded into the LED and again decoded from the photodetector. Now, why we have to use LiveWire? What are the differences that we came out with the LiveWire as an option? Here are some. Speed from the data transfer. Obviously, we use light for transmission and light is the fastest element. So the speed is high compared to the Wi-Fi system which chooses radio frequency. Then medium through which data transfer is obviously light as the carrier and radio frequency. Spectrum range, visible light spectrum has 1,000 times greater broad spectrum in comparison to radio frequency. Radio frequency spectrum range is less than visible light spectrum. Cost obviously cheaper because Li-Fi doesn't use much components rather than LED, photodetector, and encoding and decoding circuits. But RF systems may require particular elements which may cost high. Network topology is same for both point to point and operating frequency hundreds of terahertz, and here is 2.4 gigahertz. Obviously, this Li-Fi system provides more speed than the Wi-Fi, and it is more secure because when we implement, this point is when we implement the Li-Fi system, we have to implement it in a closed area, it's like home. Because when we implement Li-Fi system in open area, there could be a problem of light due to other light around us. We have to implement this in the home, and because light doesn't transmit or travels through the walls, it is more secure. But the radio frequency signal travels to the walls, so there may be security issues. So, and advantages obviously. bandwidth, the bandwidth of Wi-Fi is much higher than the high-speed data, obviously, because we use light. Safety and security, because light doesn't travel through walls, which provide us security, and low cost, yes, energy efficient. Because when we use Wi-Fi system, we have to provide signal, we have to provide energy to the light bulb, and the light bulbs we usually use it in the daily life. Environment friendly, because light is a concept we in the everyday life, and a radio frequency signal may have some consequences on health issues, etc. In conclusion, the possibilities are numerous and can be explored further, because the concept of Wi-Fi is currently attracting a lot of eyeballs, because it offers a genuine and very efficient alternative to radio-based wireless system. If this technology can put into practical use, every bulb can be used as a Wi-Fi hotspot to transmit wireless data, and we will proceed towards the greener and safer future. This concept promises to solve issues such as shortage of radio frequency bandwidth and boot to the disadvantages of Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is a coming and growing technology which needs to be fully developed to apply in day-to-day life. Obviously, this is a recent technology into our which has come forward recently, so it needs much development before implementing in day-to-day lives. Thank you. So, hello, sir.
Okay, Utkarsha, it was a good try, but it's not according to our outcome for our curriculum of technical presentation. In the outcome of our subject is you must present a technical presentation based on at least 5 to 10 papers on the specific topic. You might have got this particular information from various sources, but the authenticated technical information for the technical presentation comes from the technical papers which are published in the standard journals. And that was one of our requirement. But still, it was a good attempt. If you can modify this, it's not at all necessary to give again the presentation. Modify this particular presentation and upload it next week on a given link. I will provide you the link where to upload your complete presentation. You can add in the slides the comparison of 10 different papers on a specific topic related to Wi-Fi. So it may be based on it may be like literature survey of 10 papers. In the last slide, you have to give list of all those 10 papers. Then comparison of the specific points that are discussed in those 5 to 10 papers. At least if it not 10, go for 5 papers. It's not that always at this particular level, you will be properly able to judge the 5 papers or draw the inference from the 5 papers. But at least try that for a specific focused concept. This particular presentation outcome must be the research of all those at least 5 to 10 papers which are published in a standard journal. Have you got it?
So actually I was absent for the last session, so I was not.
Okay. But in the coming week, I will be creating our Google Classroom where you have to upload all your presentations there. You can modify the presentations up to submission now, but you have to present in front of your entire class. But it was a good try. Thank you. Who else is ready for giving the presentation? Put it in the chat box. Let me know who is ready. And don't take the remarks in a negative way. Always take all the remarks in a positive way. Okay, Priyanka. Priyanka, I will make you presenter. In the meantime, are there any questions from the panelist? On the Li-Fi topic? In the technical presentation, you must be also ready for asking the questions to the presenter. Yes, Gayatri, are there any questions from you? Utkarsha?
Hello, sir.
Are there any questions to Utkarsha?
No, sir.
Why? You must ask the questions. Either you have not heard the topic or you are not
No,
at all ready to ask the questions. Why there are
sir,
no
I have,
questions?
sir, I have not seen their PPTs, sir, because
Why?
I have, sir, my PPTs we ready for the presentation.
But you must ask the questions to the presenter.
Yes, sir.
Then Abhishek, Abhishek Kolekar, are there any
Yes,
questions
sir.
on Li-Fi topic?
No, sir.
No? Have you heard it?
Yes, yes.
Then why no
Yes,
questions?
sir.
You have to ask the questions.
Okay, sir.
It's a technical presentation. All the technical presentations should be a proper technical discussion. Aditi,
Yes, sir.
Priyanka, try to share your screen in the meantime. The question answers will go on. Try to share your screen.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, I have seen many projects on Li-Fi. That is, Li-Fi is better than Wi-Fi. They are explaining in them. So I have to just ask her that will it be possible to connect any device from any medium through Li-Fi network, like just we can connect this network from one room to another room. So will it be possible to through the water medium?
Yes, Utkarsha.
Yes, sir, not at all, because the range of light is limited. So we have to be in the range of from which the light, that is, we have to be in the range up to which the light comes. So it is not possible from room to room. That's why the security we are getting greater than Wi-Fi.
But light also propagates through water.
Yes,
Yes.
sir, that is the advantage of light. Because when we use radio frequency signals, suppose we are communicating from one submarine to another submarine. We have to use in Wi-Fi, we have to use radio frequency signals. And radio frequency signals are not possible, they do not transmit or travel through water. So that's the advantage of Wi-Fi, that it can travel through water. Wi-Fi
So,
is, yes,
so if the signal propagates through water, it can carry the information with it.
yes, sir.
So,
It can
whatever Aditi
just,
has asked,
yes.
your answer is partial to that.
Sorry, sir, I don't get it.
Aditi, repeat your question.
I was just saying that Wi-Fi we can use from one room to another room, or we can use it on a wider range. Will it be possible for Wi-Fi to connect through aqueous medium also?
I guess no.
Or can we make can we make Wi-Fi more secure to connect it one room to another room? Not even as we all know that Wi-Fi is limited only for a single room.
Yes, that's the main part of Wi-Fi, no? It has to be in a room for the security, because light bulbs only provide light up to the room area. So we can access Wi-Fi up to that area. For providing, I guess no, because light cannot travel through one room to another.
Okay, Amol, ask your question directly. Amol Nirfar. Okay, what happened, Priyanka? Just share your screen. You are presenter. So you have the facility to share your screen. Atharva Nirfar. Abhishek Kodekar, ask directly. Don't just put the question in the chat box.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir,
the
give the
Wi-Fi
question.
harmful?
No, not at all.
No.
We live in light every day. It is not at
Okay.
all harmful.
Utkarsha, just go through what Atharva has written.
Sir, as she said that Wi-Fi is no longer usable in future, but as we see in here in this era, using transmitters and all.
Your audio was not completely heard.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, Atharva, go on. When you are getting connected through mobile, try to see that most of the applications are closed. Only the required application is working. Otherwise, majority of the memory will be acquired by the running apps. So try to close all the apps and try to Okay, Ritesh Agwan, congratulations. By rapid antigen test, you are negative. Priyanka, your family will be happy that your brother is tested negative for COVID-19 test. But for our presentation, this is not required. This screen is not required.
Sir, give me only 5 minutes, please.
Okay, you can try. In the meantime, Utkarsha, you can have some more questions. Just ask your friends. Are there any difficulties? Your friends will ask for you.
Yes, I'm ready for questions.
Yeah, Dipti. It should be a healthy technical discussion. It's our subject is technical presentation. Everyone should be attentive.
Yes, sir.
Go
Sir, I
on.
have a question that
Yes.
Wi-Fi uses optical access technology.
I have no clue what is optical access technology.
Means, is it giving a range up to some degree of rotational symmetry?
No, I have no clue. Sorry.
That's why I'm suggesting you to go for the technical papers. Li-Fi is a huge topic. Li-Fi architecture say will be a focused issue. Then you can go for the focused topic. Then the questions will be also limited to your focused topic.
Yes, sir.
Yashodhara, have a daring to ask the question to your friend directly by switching on your mic and not in the chat box.
Thank you.
Sir,
Yes, ask your question. Yashodhara, is Li-Fi affordable for everyone?
yes, sir. I just wanted to ask, is it affordable for everyone?
Yes, but it has to be developed at that level to be because it is a recent topic and it is under development to be used in day-to-day life. It can still be a question in the future, is it affordable or not? But I guess it can be because it doesn't need anything except encoding and decoding circuits. We have LED lamps already and there is one more need of detector. But it is in development state and it can't be imagined this early, I guess.
Tejaswini, any question?
No, sir.
No.
Hello.
Have you heard? Yes.
I just want to ask, how do you make Li-Fi? Is it possible to do at our project site?
Could you repeat?
How do you make Li-Fi?
In fact, that's what I explained in that circuit diagram on a basic level. Yes, we can make that project of Li-Fi. I have made that project in my previous studies years and I was able to successfully run that project.
Can you able to explain that why LEDs are used in Li-Fi?
Li-Fi is the short form for light fidelity. That is transmission of data through light. So we use LED. Another source for light, I don't know.
There are other semiconductor sources of light such as laser diode. There are obviously
Yes,
advantages associated with the laser diode when they are coupled with the optical fibers at the front end. It's a major source of monochromatic light. Monochromatic, that is light that is propagates in a single plane. There are always advantages associated with. Nowadays, we are utilizing it with our optical fibers as major communication media, which is the backbone of our present day internet servers. And that's why we are able to propagate the information at a very faster rate with the support of laser diodes and the optical fibers. Nowadays also we are utilizing light as our communication media. Light as an electromagnetic signal propagates through the optical fiber that you will study in more details whenever you go for a detailed subject, optical fibers. But Li-Fi
sir,
is
yes,
somewhat different. Yeah.
yes, sir, that point is correct. But in laser, the light travels from one point to another. LEDs, for us to use it as a communication medium, it needs to be spreading around to be used to be accessed by various other components. We can, if we use laser light, we have to sit in front of that endpoint to use the Li-Fi system, and that's not useful.
Yeah, the spectrum associated with LED is large compared to the spectrum. For laser, it's a single or monochromatic source, but LED provides you a multichromatic light that's having the multiple wavelength, and that can be utilized for LED. Of course, again, the other advantage is the low cost semiconductor device, which provides us a multispectral light. That's the advantage. Okay, Priyanka is unable to share her screen. Is anyone ready for the presentation? Priyanka is facing some network issues, so she can't share the screen. No one is ready. Why? Mansi, हो चौगुले, घेवडे, सौरभ पवार, Priyanka, again, I think your role was, have you restarted your phone? I'm making once again your presenter. You can try it now, Priyanka.
Yes, sir, I will try.
I think all of you have got the requirements for our subject. The If you want to standardize the presentation format, then you can go for the topic, why you have selected this particular topic, how you have converged to this particular topic after studying different IEEE papers, Springer papers or Science Direct papers, standard papers, how you have focused on this one particular topic. Then in the presentation, you can add the excerpts from all those 5 to 10 papers in a comparative chart. Then you can go for some system modeling and then performance analysis provided by those research papers. This is typically a research sequence. The first is you must be properly able to read the IEEE paper. Then at least 5 papers of similar topic, say a development of one particular neural network algorithm for image processing. There are lots of neural network algorithms, what we today call as a deep learning, which is typically used in artificial intelligence and machine learning. Say for deep learning also there are various neural networks. One of the type is time delay neural network. So you can focus on the neural networks that are utilized for specifically the image processing. So that will be your presentation topic. For this, you will get hundreds of papers, out of which select at least 5 papers, compare those 5 papers, take the excerpts from those 5 papers, then suggest a suitable system modeling associated with the technique that is used in those 5 papers, then provide a comparison of the specifications or the performances that are discussed in those papers, and lastly, the conclusion. Whatever the conclusion, that 10 to 15 lines about the conclusion are very, very, very important. That will present how deeply you have studied those IEEE papers. Is it possible, Priyanka? And it's a technical presentation. No one should feel guilty. No one has complete knowledge of all the subjects. So you must get motivated from the questions that are asked from your friends also. And your friends must ask proper questions. There should not be any dummy questions. It's not at all required. Be healthy in our technical discussions, technical presentations. Is it possible, Priyanka? Still some problems? I think we'll stop today with Utkarsha's presentation. Thanks, Utkarsha. Thanks for the active participation in the question and answers. Plus points are your daring to give the presentation. Okay, Priyanka. I think she has started to share the contents. Priyanka, unmute yourself. Yeah, you have started to share the screen, but there are multiple applications that are still open. That's why memory from your device is being consumed. That's why complete memory is not at all available for your screen sharing. And in the technical presentation, in the present pandemic situation, you must be able to provide technical solutions online also. So for online also, you must have a proper internet connection for your mobile system. You can even use mobile for the presentations. For creation also, you can use your cell phone.
Hello, sir.
Yes, we are not able. We are not able to properly hear you, Priyanka. Optimum utilization of the technical risk. Yes,
Am I audible clearly?
no. Try to use headset whenever you are presenting audio, video presenting. Tejaswini, what corrections you will suggest for the presentations? Apeksha,
Yes, sir.
what you will suggest for a proper presentation? It's a technical discussion, technical presentation. Your contribution is must. A proper rehearsal of the technical presentation is must. In the previous lectures, I have told you. Try to show your technical presentation. Try to arrange a meeting of your friends, either one or two. Show them the presentation. If that particular technical presentation is smoothly available to your friends, that will be available to the entire class. and you will not at all face any problems whenever you are asked to present. You can take your own time, I think. Priyanka, be prepared properly next time. Have again a look at your presentation. And try to charge your phone whenever you are joining the online classes. Have a charger always with you. I should not get the problems like my cell phone is only 6% charge. I think we'll close down today. All the students should get the hints from the present presentation. It should be the comparison of at least 5 to 10 IEEE papers. It should be in a proper sequence. The first slide should be the agenda, whatever we are going to discuss. And last slide with reference of 5 to 10 papers, all the details associated with the papers that you have used, the complete details, the year of publication, topic, where the paper was published, which IEEE transactions the paper was available, everything in the last slide, references to the papers. It's the literature survey, system modeling, performance analysis, comparison, and conclusion. This needs to be the sequence. So I will close down today. We'll meet again in the next week. Again for the next week. Those students who were present today will be judged on the out of 25 marks. Remaining students will be judged out of 20 marks. They will straight away lose 5 marks. So, but who are present today will have the advantage.